DJ Grady, baby, give him a little something, something. ATL is my city and we red. My city and we red. My city and we red. ATL is my city and we red. My city and we red. My city and we red. I'm bringing Barry White today, y'all. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. Your man, DJ Grady, baby, a.k.a. Crazy Grady. Oh, my goodness. The light is blinding, so I got to force my eyes open so I can see who's looking at me. Oh, my goodness. Hey. I'm about to turn this up a little bit so I can get my vibe on. I didn't get my Now Ladies and Coca-Cola, y'all. But it's your man, DJ Grady, baby. Your favorite DJ. Oh, my goodness. Welcome, everybody. Oh, my goodness. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And it's almost over. It's almost the weekend. So let me know no further. Let me welcome my brother, my co-host, boy, A1 Day One. Boy, A1 like steak sauce. He been down like that. You know what I'm saying? And about to say something else, how to get the smack down. You know what I'm saying? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the microphone, chef, mechanic, bartender, photographer. Did I say photographer? If you need headshots, if you need, man, I'm telling you, this dude here, he is the Michelangelo of photography. When you see your pictures, I'm telling you, everybody gonna want your copy. Get your headshots today. Get your birthday party shots. Man, this guy has amazing packages. This dude here, Cooley Clark. I almost gave his business name, but I'm gonna let him talk about what he do. But he a bad man. Ladies and gentlemen, my little big brother, chef, mechanic, bartender, photographer, musician, producer, songwriter, you name it. All thing he need to do now is write a book that I can add author to it. All right, put some respect on his name, Cooley Clark. What's up, bro?
Ladies and gentlemen, leeches and germs, animals and angels of all kinds. I need to stop doing so much so my intro could be a little bit shorter. What's going on, Grady?
Boy, you do so much, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta start patting yourself on the back, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Go on ahead and pat it there. We good. We good.
You got to, man. You got to. Man, how has your week been going, brother?
Oh, man, it's been a crazy week. We're going to talk about it in the show, man, because I'm sending my prayers out to the state, to our next door neighbors, to the state of Alabama, because, boy, y'all had a rough week last week, Jesus. I don't know. It was Crimson Tide. It was the Auburn. It was, what's my man, the boxer? Jesus. Wilder. Man, it was man. We're sending our prayers out to our neighbors in the state of Alabama because they had it rough last week. But before we go further, man, hold on. I don't know if my audio's out or your audio out. Greg, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Okay, we good. Okay,
hold on. I gotta fix something. Something came loose over here.
Okay.
But go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna put it on you. Go ahead.
Well, as we do that, man, we're gonna bring in our sister from another mister. Helen from the state of NY, but she been down here so long she might be a southern bird that fly. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody, welcome Be the Light to the stage. What's going on, sis?
Good morning, guy. You looking great. Grady's looking great. I'm just want to have a great morning. You know, my car's messed up, but I'm still having a great day. They just told me I have to pay $1,500 to get my brakes done.
Ugh.
Like what?
You still got tires? $1,500? Jesus, what you do?
No, not tires. They said for my brakes to get
I understand what you said, but for $1,500, I'm wondering if your tires still on the car. Jesus, that's a lot.
No, she's driving a Bentley for them kind of prices.
That's a lot of money.
I wish it was a Bentley.
Well, we'll talk about that after the show, man.
Okay.
Oh no, hey man, let's get to these. Wait a minute. Hold on. I know we got people watching, man. Ain't nobody say, oh, there it is. We got EJ on board this morning. Y'all know what it is. Get in this water. Say something to us, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, EJ? Morning, y'all from Texas, man. We hope you're having a good time over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into a hot topic, man. Did y'all hear about the Clayton County teen that was reported missing after he was suspected to do a drug deal with Shrek?
With Shrek? Like, you talking about Shrek? The cartoon Shrek?
And I saw her face.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
I don't think so.
Okay, no,
It
man.
says a Clayton County teenager hasn't been seen in nearly a week after he
Wow.
went to meet someone for a suspected drug deal.
Hmm.
Police say 15-year-old Logan Wade left his house on October 7th to meet someone known as Shrek at Krispy Kreme in Stockbridge to buy marijuana. Now,
Sad.
Shrek.
I'm gonna go to the next story because I don't want to laugh because I ain't trying to go to hell for this. But
So
I know it's Shrek. I don't get it. If
yeah.
I don't know your first name, I can't go meet you about nothing. You know, uh,
Really?
yeah. If your name Beat the Light and you say come meet me somewhere, I don't know. I Beat the
You know,
Light. That means you gonna send me to the light, the upper room light.
really?
Shrek. Come
Oh
on,
my.
ogre. You gonna meet an ogre about some? So
He's tripping now. He's tripping. He's tripping. Do
Beat the
something.
Light.
Do
I
something.
wish we had the right crowd in this morning because I want to know what is the funniest drug dealer name you have heard or you've known somebody in your hood. I remember we had this cat. I ain't gonna call his government name, but dude was like he was heavy on the top side, but his legs looked like a skinny man, so we called him Tiny.
Oh,
But
tiny. Was he
yeah. I
really
mean,
Oh
tiny?
yeah.
Or was
you
he
know.
big and they called him tiny?
Well, I mean, yeah, he was
Oh,
upper torso. He was like a big man, but uh,
Because
yeah,
like
they
yeah, yeah,
Biggie
yeah,
they
yeah.
just didn't
Smalls,
match.
they
Like
had like
he like
Biggie.
a life size meatball, a walking meatball.
Right. You're like, where you get them?
You
How
know
you
what?
get them legs? You
We
know.
had this one guy. His name we used to call him. Excuse me, ladies. No offense. We used to call him Titty Ball. You know what I mean? That was his name for a drug dealer. Oh,
And he
you
was
know.
okay with that.
Yeah. That was his nickname. So that's what they called him.
Oh, okay.
We had one drug dealer. His name was
Y'all
Sweet
know a
Pea or
lot of drug
Sweet
dealers.
something. You grew up in the urban area, and when you grew up in the urban neighborhood, you know a little something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's that at the bottom of the page, G?
What's going on? Mario checking in said, "What's going
Yeah.
on? Cool it,
What's
Grady, and
up,
be the
Mario?
light."
What's up,
Uh,
Mario?
EJ said, "Oh Lord, Jesus woman, do you know you could buy a car jack and some brake pads and do it in yourself in your driveway for like 300? That's what I'm saying, 1,500. Yeah,
Yeah, they
we
said something about some boosters, something different that I have a all-wheel drive, so
a
I don't.
brake booster.
Yeah, brake booster, exactly. And the parts and the labor 600. And he's saying it, I'm saying it with a smile. I'm looking at him like, why don't you throw yourself a $200 tip too? Man,
Yeah,
please.
I'm gonna tell you.
Brake booster. Wait, you
I
got a
had to
trip?
pay
Oh, go
eight
ahead.
hundred dollars. I paid $800 for the parts alone for the truck. I got the brake booster, brake line, brake pads, brake drums. That was just for the parts. $800 for the parts. Then he charged me another what $300 to put it on.
Well, that's
So
cheaper than 600.
hey, you paying by the
Uh,
hour, but your car is newer. Oh, you know what you need to do? You need to find one of those. I kind of scoured the place for a mechanic. I had went down to McDonough, Georgia. That's the guy who did it for me.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
I might need that number so after we have a conversation.
yeah, he's expensive.
Ooh.
Hey man, he just said, "Nah, bro. That's why I love Texas. I keep that thing on me at all times. I even sleep with it. I be cold as hell in the bed. I'm just saying. I mean,
EJ, what you got sleeping with you, EJ? You got,
Hopefully his wife.
I hope so. Don't have no Shrek doll. Don't keep
all I
Shrek.
need in this life is be my girlfriend." Hey, Mario said 1,500. That's the crack prices. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Maybe.
Ladies, y'all may still have to y'all may still have to take a man with you. Have a man go
Yeah.
up there
I
because
think he saw me coming. He's like, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah."
he
Woo.
saw you coming. So
He
your job
only
must have
looked
been eight
under
hundred
the
bucks.
look. He only looked under the car and lifted the hood and came up with that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, he got you. Oh, we got our mortgage for the day, fellas. We got us one.
yeah. We got
Oh,
Ladies
one.
talking
We
about so
got
they
one.
independent. Yeah, y'all go independently pay that money.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, ladies. When y'all take your cars and get worked on, one thing that you can do: wash your car. Make sure your car looks good on the outside. Make it look like somebody's taking care of that car. So they come up with you with some BS. Sometimes you go up there with a dirty car, they figure you ain't taking care of it no way, and they kind of assume that you're like the general population. So,
It was
uh,
clean. It was
yeah, I'm
clean.
just saying, y'all, that's a little pointer. Put some wax on that thing before you take it in, make it look good, make it look good.
Instead of buying purses and stuff. Not talking to you, but I'm talking to other women. They be buying all this high profile material and stuff, all this high price stuff. You need to buy a mechanic or rent a man to take your car to the shop, especially a man that can really talk. Because I learned from my brother Charles Pittman. He taught me how to talk to mechanics and stuff. I can get a deal half off. They might tell me, he may come to me and say, "Hey man, this is a $2,000 job, brake job. Like I got it down to what's that $1,300 for my car, or $1,200. He priced it higher than that. I said, you know what? I got the parts. I got this. I got that. Can you do it for this one? This is all I got. You got to tell him. You got to talk to him like Nino Brown. What's that? G Money. It's all I got. Tell him you got $800. They ain't turning nothing down. They just gave you a starting price. It's on you to negotiate down that thing to $800.
Mm-hmm.
They tell them what
That
you
is
got.
true. That's true. Good advice.
Yeah.
Amen. So let's talk about let's see. We had. Did y'all hear about what happened with the Oakland? The Las Vegas Raiders. And one Chucky doll named John Gruden. Chucky.
Yeah, he looked like Chucky. Go ahead.
Did his email ever come out? Did we actually did they ever release something that what he actually said? Which I don't think we need to know, but did that ever come out, or this is just basically?
No, I was listening to sports radio, and I heard one of the commentators, one of the sportscasters said, release the email. So they still waiting. Nobody heard the email, so it's all hearsay. And I think, they do stuff like that to shame you out of a job, so.
Well, what happened?
He said some
racist, some homophobic, some
stuff.
Now they can find the email magically.
I'm saying because I'm gonna stick to the side of I'm not sticking up for anybody, but some of my personal conversations, boy, if y'all heard it, boy, y'all probably done cancel me already too. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it had to be enough for him to resign from his own job. He didn't want to get out of here. He did not want that.
You want that to get out.
He did not want that smoke.
You know what? It probably went along with Hillary Clinton's emails.
Yeah. I know, right?
And I mean the Donald's tax return, we never got a chance to see that either.
That one
well, we just gonna leave off of that. We're gonna leave off of that. EJ said, yeah, these places be getting these women out here with them extras. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
they do.
Let's see. Mario said the emails came from the year 2011. Do I remember what I was doing in 2011?
So he getting penalized 10 years ago?
Yeah, they getting sneaky, so you better be paid mad.
What you say and do can and will be held and used against you. Hey, John Gruden, you should have stayed your ass. Excuse me. That ain't a cuss word. You should have stayed your ass on the job. Hell, make them fire you. That's on 10 years ago. I wish.
True. Now you know what I think is wrong with that. What? Let's say if that's where you were at and you was a bigot or whatever, but you changed your ways. Do you punish somebody from something way back?
That's 2011.
I mean, the person I was probably back in 2011, I pray that people see that I am a much better person in 2021. 10 years later.
Okay. I'm a different person from yesterday. When I wake up, I'm a new person. Okay. I am a new creature in Christ.
You better ask Jesus. Somebody. I don't know. Because
I am.
I tell you, there's some things from 10 years ago that I have let go. And there's some things that I probably still identify with, if you will. So I don't know. I mean, it sure beat the statute of limitations though. Legally they couldn't get them, but that. Yeah, but what a public opinion, man. Woo.
Yeah.
Look, it must be something they wanted to pass or do, and he was against it, and so they pulled that out because that doesn't make sense.
Well said. Be the like that's that Trump card. They do that to everybody. They do that to politicians. Anybody that want to control, they bring that home. Oh, you said this back in 20. You know the kind of stuff I said back in 2000. I done said some horrible stuff. Well, I may say it again. You know what I'm saying?
And he got the archives on GradyBaby.com.
Yeah.
If you want to go look at it and go find it and bring it up, and we'll probably go ahead and defend it and roast your ass in the heartbeat in the process. Yeah.
I challenge any of you alphabet organizers, which I love y'all because your money spent the same. I love y'all, but hey, that's in the past. Hakuna Matata. That's what you should have said when they. Matter of fact, John Gruden, when they interview you about your comments, say Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Sing that song. Shoot, get you a check. Sorry for yelling at y'all.
I don't know if that's good advice, but
I mean, yeah, I don't think that's good advice.
Hakuna Matata. That's 10 years ago. You shouldn't have to answer. You apologize for something.
Well,
like, let's say, like for example, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. They forced Kevin Hart to apologize for some stuff he said many years ago, which he had apologized for at one time. So why keep apologizing?
Well, okay. In this case, I'm probably sure it was probably like an avalanche. Somebody yelled, and the ice and the snow fell from the top of the mountain and just came down with it. You know, it's not. Do you remember John Gruden and his quarterback camps? And we gonna move on to the to the topic. But you know, like he would be extra. He would give extra praise to a certain group of quarterbacks, which were the traditional ones. But he would be a little extra opinionated of those with a different hue, if you get what I'm saying. Same with we're gonna call him out. Chris Collinsworth. I never enjoyed that Joker because he's the same way. Anytime a colored player, if you will, does something like he called the Atlanta Falcons game a few weeks back.
Okay.
And the amount of blame that he gave to Ridley when the ball is like Ridley is like he's like here and the ball is over there. And he's like, Ridley didn't make enough effort. Matt Ryan got it out there. Yeah, he got it out there, but it was 10 feet out of bounds. You racist sucker. Anyway, all I'm saying is that they could have done something recent and somebody had made opinion and got to talking and it got to the right person. It was like, oh, yeah, 2011, check what he said out here. Boom. And there it is. I mean... I'm saying, hey, anybody want to have an honest conversation with me? Let's keep it out of emails. We're gonna do it on the phone. We ain't text messaging.
Okay, I keep telling folks they just be on these texting and all of that.
Yeah, but people now they have these little apps on the phone. Especially beware of you talking to people with iPhones because they can record your whole conversation.
I mean, hey,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, if you got me that way, you got me that way. But if not, I'm not putting there. So I mean, we could. Who knows? In 2011, they could have been joking together. Because I do have a few friends that think that they can make certain jokes, and I'm a tit for tat person. If you give me one, I might give you one extra hard. So I mean,
there you go.
You don't know the kind of, I'm not gonna give you something that if I piss you off 2 weeks from now, you're gonna use it against me. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all stay out the email saying stupid stuff. I'm but if you're dumb enough to win the award, there it is. We're gonna move on. In your realm, anybody seen the Dave Chappelle special?
Man, I've been grinding so hard. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know what the weather look like for the next 2 days. I've been grinding so hard. Tell me what happened with Dave Chappelle. I think I may have heard something, but I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it for those that have not watched it.
Oh, no. Hold on, Cooley. Hey, if y'all plan on watching it, mute y'all speakers or take your headphones off. No, tell me.
No, I'm just gonna tell you about the trouble that
is he in trouble?
The firestorm. I don't know if he's in trouble.
It's brewing. It's definitely brewing. Let's put it that way.
I think I know where you're going. I think I know
right.
Where you're going.
So you have to watch it because this man has a way of giving
so you can't say nothing no more.
Pretty much.
Grady, let me get it out.
Get to it. You're doing a whole.
He has a master. This is what I'm saying. Hold on, shut up. All right. So he has a way of giving you this right in the beginning, and he'll take a joke that comes this way, and then he'll all of a sudden bring this back, and it makes everything make sense. The way that he does this stuff, man, it's amazing. So you're gonna have to listen to that thing from front to back to understand what he's saying. However,
that
setup punchline joke. So yeah, he did the setup, then he did the punchline in a minute, and then you
no, he gets you the punchline first, and then he works his way through the setup so that the punchline makes sense later.
Yeah.
But what all I'm saying is that after his past like 3 or 4 specials, he's always been like criticized by the trans community. Not including my group, which is Trans Slim. You know, Trans Slim is that, you know, we got the body, a few buffets, but we identify as a beach body. We ain't known yet.
Oh, okay.
But the other trans, you know, they tend to attack him after each one of his specials. So, he's in a little bit of trouble because they want to cancel him.
They can't cancel Ross.
However, he breaks down the racism in certain groups and this, that, and the third, and how he could say one thing and they miss the point. So yeah, I mean, masterfully done, man. If you ain't seen it, I advise that you get on the flicks on the net. We ain't gonna say their name correctly because they ain't paying us to say it. However, get on there and watch that brother special because you will be moved. Let's see. EJ said, "Greater Jive Turkey, it sucks. Aren't insults anymore, brother."
I know, right?
Hey, man. EJ said we all have just a little racism. You know, everybody a little racist sometimes. I think prejudice is the word. Everybody got prejudices.
Or I can say, was it PTSD? Is the word.
That could be it too. That could be it too. Ladies and gentlemen, leeches and germs, we love it when you look at stare, but we appreciate it when you like, comment, and share. Y'all know how we do. If you're on the Garen K. Clark show or the Grady Taylor page, I'm sorry, I said show, on the Garen K. Clark page or the Grady Baby personal page, please make your way down here to the DJ Grady Baby Radio page. That way you can be included in the conversation. Also, you can check us out on the Grady Baby Radio station or channel on YouTube. That will also get you into this chat where if you want to say something, you want us to know, like my man EJ said, John Turkey and suckers aren't insults anymore. Or if like my brother Mario says, Matt Ryan has a noodle on. Please make sure I'm gonna put these pages up one more time because I know some of y'all is slow spellers.
Noodle. He said he has a noodle on.
A noodle on. DJ Grady Baby Radio on Facebook. Or if you want to go on to YouTube because you want to play your video game and listen to us, you can do that too. YouTube Grady Baby Radio, so you can simultaneous. What's the word? Multitask. There it is.
Multitask.
Yes. I'm trying to use big words. I'm trying to sound educated.
You good.
Okay. So, yeah, man. So we talked about the. First off, man, I don't want to make light of anybody going missing. Jesus.
Oh no, not at all.
But somebody knows Shrek. Somebody has got to know Shrek.
Help us find Shrek, y'all.
Well, find a young man.
If you find Shrek, you find a young man.
Yeah, we need to find Shrek. Oh, you gonna find the guy?
Hold on now. Let me ask you this, Cooley. Let me ask you this. In this story, did the family screw up the computer, find out did he meet Shrek online or somebody that he knew personally?
Let me pull that story back up. Hold on.
Because I don't understand. How can you just walk out the house and go meet somebody that you didn't know? Because I know people do it all the time. People buy stuff off of I was gonna say the name, but they're not paying me for it. But people buy stuff from these sites that are connected to social media, and they are people so trusting. You got to be prepared. If you want to go somewhere, take a couple of friends with you and have them on the other side of the street, on the other side of the lot. In case some jump off, then that y'all can jump on them. You know what I mean? So you got to, like when I travel, I don't travel by myself too much. I have some people let some stuff pop off. It's gonna pop off. So you got to protect yourself. Can't trust everybody. All right, what the story say?
Cool. He just said he went to meet somebody for a suspected drug deal. Went to meet somebody known as Shrek at a Krispy Kreme in Stockbridge by Maryland. You know what? I mean,
hey, y'all gonna quit hating on Stockbridge. That's around the corner.
Around the corner. Show enough here. That right up the street. Again,
did I say what time of day it was? I'm not making a joke. Did I say what time of day?
Nah, it was actually a week ago. It was a week ago to this day. Because investigators say that they believe he is armed because his father's JA 9mm handgun is missing from the family home. Police say Wade is believed to have met Shrek through Instagram, but the page is now private. Wait. A phone number connected to the account isn't accepting calls. He is 6'3", approximately 140 pounds. He was last seen wearing light blue jeans, a black shirt, and Nike slides. Anyone with information on where he may be or anyone who sees him should call, of course, the police. This is, that's I don't know if we can see his picture. That's Logan Wade. That's the boy that's missing.
Logan.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know,
you can't be going out in these streets by yourself. There's wolves out here.
Kids, it's not worth, drinking, or underage drinking, or in partaking in drugs and anything. Look what happened. Yeah, familiar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sad that these kids, just that so-called have fun. And that's not safe to go meet somebody by yourself, first and foremost. When for one, he should have been home. He should have been going home, not doing that. So, I mean, I hope, I pray that they do find this young man in good health. We're going to pray for the best. Pray for his family. And we just, we got to watch our kids and teach them that, some things ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. I mean, like, okay, so his dad's gun was missing. And we about to move on, but I don't know, man. He had to know something was up, man. But yeah, I saw that too. EJ said, "Oh, he's 6'3" and 140. He might have just got blown away. He got caught in trees."
He got a kite body.
What?
Sorry,
yeah. We gonna get off.
As a comedian, I can't help but find humor in it, but you got to.
It would have been all good if it went for Shrek. And why didn't this come up? Because I know we got the Amber Alert. It was some country town the other day. We didn't get no Amber Alert for him. He's 15. How much money is he going? How much weed is he gonna buy at the age of 15? He don't have no job.
You know what he probably did? He probably tried to rob them because he took a
gun. Yeah.
So, like you're gonna go buy something. You're gonna go buy something with somebody, and because what's the thing young folks said? Man, I'm finna go hit this lick. Oh yeah, this dude on Instagram, he got we off finna go this and that, and then he realized at this moment he messed up. You know what I mean?
Again, 6'4", 6'3", 140 is not that intimidating.
No, it's not.
I mean, like EJ said, he could have.
or this too. He could be on the run.
I mean, it could very well be. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he might be on the run because he turned off his location on the phone, so his location's off.
No. That's Shrek.
Shrek.
Oh.
Well,
I'm assuming. I don't know. They not as.
But,
yeah,
they're not giving much detail in it. But men and women, it's not safe to go meet anybody alone.
Yes, absolutely.
If a grown man can't come back home from going to meet somebody, come on, sisters, y'all gotta be careful. Just saying, we love you guys.
Absolutely. So prayers out to Mr. Logan's family and hope that he returns home. However,
we want to get to.
I'm sorry, Shrek. I just couldn't walk away from that one. I'm sorry, y'all know when there's things that y'all shouldn't laugh at. Sometimes
it ain't funny at all, not even a little bit.
Right. But Shrek. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mario said he must have been watching the movie White Boy Rick, and that's the last joke we gonna do for that, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
no.
We are moving on. We are
Now I
moving
gotta go
I
watch
can't.
that
I
movie.
can't.
we moving
Forgive
on.
him, Lord. Forgive him.
We moving on, Jesus. We moving on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we have a topic that I think needs to be revisited.
Yeah.
It's something that we've spoken about before, but in lieu of new understanding and new, we all have came out of the what is this? The pan-Shlemic era, and we've had more time to be with these kids, and we understand the gripes of these teachers from having to homeschool our kids for a year. We want to talk about the age of 18, ladies and gentlemen. Is 18, after we've all found our new understandings of where our kids really are, is 18 still a good age to say, okay, au revoir, go figure this out on your own?
Mhm.
Anybody?
Depends on the mindset of the team. But some of them need to be dropped on, be dropped on their bottom because every frog got to bump his butt. You know what I mean? I give them, you know what? I give them, well, how my mama did me. My mama started me out at 14. You got the rules. You do what I say, do it. You get out. All right. And mom wanted me to be able to learn how to at 14 learn how to pay bills, learn how to do laundry. No, to prepare us for the get out part. So when you turn 18, you're no longer in my house. So my mom,
Wow.
I think I was 17 and a half when I left.
Really?
I was 17 and a half when I left home.
Okay. I was just wanting you to clarify. I thought you said your mama kicked you out at 14. I was like, yeah, well.
No, but
what
she was
you doing?
I left before it got to that part. See, sometimes you got to know the when to leave. You got to leave because if they kick you out, you can't come back. But if you leave, you can come back. Remember that, y'all.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because if you leave, it might make it easy for me to chain the locks. You
ain't cool.
I'm saying.
Look, because you always remind them. Well, you left.
Yeah, you left. I didn't.
But
after
just think about it like this:
you coming back in, you an intruder.
Made it easy.
They're
leaving. What are you doing?
They have this valid point. Say, hey, I left to see if I can do it on my own. All right, can I come back and stay so I can get myself together? Now I know what to do. Let me plan to get stuff together. Instead of just you, it's a lot easier than the parents say, hey, you 18, you grown, you get out. Now you just made a homeless person. You just made a whole homeless person.
I would say more like relationship wise between a man and a woman. That's what my joke was about. But kids, we shouldn't even have to get there to that point to where you have to feel like you have to leave. Because at that point, we need counseling. You know what I'm saying? Go to a group therapy and find out what's going on. Because I love my kids and I don't want you to just be out there thinking you're going to run these streets and don't know nothing about the streets. I ain't got time for you.
The only way they're going to learn about the street is to be out there in the streets if they're able to do it.
That's what
you're not talking about your situation is different.
Come on,
from
y'all.
Other parents. So
as parents, don't we supposed to pass off our wisdom to them so that they can avoid some of these pitfalls?
Let me tell you something. I got a 24.
I mean, some are hard-headed, but
now listen, hear me good. I know he listened to the show, and I know his mama listening to the show. 24 years old. You gotta learn. I learned when I was 24. I got married at 23, and I had to learn. So sometimes you got to step out there and learn. You're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna fall. Get up, keep trying. If first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Y'all know the song. You got a parent can only teach a child so much. It's on them to apply what we taught.
True, but we're saying an 18-year-old. We're not saying somebody 23. Even though they're
the same rules applies. The same rules applies if it's 18 or 17.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, Cooler. He's not rating this thing. Go ahead.
So let's before we get too deep in the argument,
tell it.
What is a good age that you think that you yourself, when you left the safety of home, what was the age that you think you finally was like, okay, I got it? Was it when you initially left? If you left, because Grady, you said you left at 17. I left at 18. Came back at 20 and was right back out at 21. and then I've been gone since 21.
Okay.
So, at what age do you think that you actually felt that you had it?
I kind of got thrown into mines. So just to put it out there, no harm to anyone. But my mother kicked me up pregnant with my daughter. So there wasn't even a choice. So, and I was 20, I had at 21. So I had to get a quick, fast learn of the streets, lessons, and homelessness, finding a place to live. And I never went back. So, I mean, from that point, I don't think there was an option to come back. So you have to do what you got to do. But
But
I
you,
think, honestly, for me, I got thrown into it. But I think if I would have had a chance, I wanted to go to college. And then by the time you came back, so I would say from your early to mid 20s, that should be because they give you a chance to go to school, get your, education or whatever, get your little job, save with your little money. Because I remember I was working with a young lady. She was about 24. She had a BMW fully paid for, you know what I'm saying? And she had a very good job at our company. And she said, yeah, I stayed with my parents to stack up my money. And I was able to, you know what I'm saying, to go out there. And she was fully prepared. She had a degree, everything. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. But I mean, I'm saying, what age was it for you? I think my age was 27.
Oh, for you?
27, 27. I had finally worked my way into well, at that point in time, I had a job. I had two bands I was playing for, this and third. But financially, I kind of understood how to stay on top of this. I was mentally prepared that if I had to live by myself for the rest of my life, I could do it. So, what age was that for you?
For me, I mean, I'm just saying. For me, it was early. I had no choice. I was thrown into it, so it was like sink or swim.
No,
So
no, no,
I
no,
had.
no, no, no.
okay,
Because
he asked you what age. You tell
that's
I
him
what I'm
was
saying.
20,
how
21.
old were you?
I said it. You didn't listen to the whole
Okay,
story. I
well,
said I was
just
20
repeat it
years
again.
old,
Okay,
21. I had no choice.
okay,
So
that's it. Now
Okay,
let me say my age.
go
God
ahead.
Almighty.
I said that in the beginning. Y'all not
Okay,
No, no, no,
people
no, no,
not
no. Go
heard me,
ahead.
right?
Go ahead.
all right. I have two numbers.
Go ahead.
All right, 27 for me.
All right.
27. That's why I was able to juggle multiple jobs, and I
Right.
had a lot of money coming in. 27, 26, 27. I was holding down two places at the,
Mm.
really at 26, at the age 26. But 27, I was getting a better understanding. But when I hit 32, oh yeah. I think 32 was my aha moment because like 25 and 20, 25 and 27, I was still finding my way. But
I
32
knew it. Did
was
you
an
have
aha.
kids back then?
Huh?
Did you have kids back then when you was at
Yeah, I
27?
had hold on, let me see, how old was I when my son was born? I was 20, I probably was 27 when he was born.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, and I want to make sure I understand the question because you asked me when you thought you
No, I
was
was 25.
financially under 25. So
25.
when you was financially ready to take on responsibilities, that's when you're thrown in, you have no choice, no option. But when I felt my maturity matched, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
guess it was I would say in my mid to late 20s because I went back and to get my degree, you know what I'm saying? And I started gainful employment again after having my kids. So I kind of got it more stable, like if I would say more stable, because you do what you have to do, and then because the kids were so small, I said, you know what, let me go back to school, get a degree, and so that I can obtain a better job, and
Yeah.
and you move on from there, and you live and learn. So, hey, but I think it would be in the mid 20s, early to mid 20s, to give a
Yeah.
chance, depending on the child. This is
Yeah.
taking about a regular pace. Like right after you finish high school, you just don't go kick the child out. Like at
Yeah.
least like me, yeah, I
And it's
would.
like with me, with my situation now, me being a parent, and I have a son that's my youngest son is turning 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he already turned 18. He turned 18. So the thing is making sure that he knows how to. I don't think he's ready. Me personally, I don't think he's
Mm-hmm.
ready to be out there. So I've been applying information, trying to get him motivated. I mean, sometimes I feel that us as parents, we fail our kids because we didn't. We are not hard on the kids, as far as being responsible as our parents
Yeah,
was, or the
yeah,
generation before was hard on us. So we've been kind of lenient on them. So this generation is smarter but they're I mean they're smart as far as book smart, as far as common sense, common things that you're supposed to know how to
Um,
do.
and
They
social skills.
they're yeah, it's
I agree.
this yeah. I think we felt them in that department. So I've
Mm,
been kind of heavenly on my son. Hey, let's get into college. Go do this, do this, do this. Learn to
mhm,
research this. Okay, if you're not gonna get a job, create your own business. So I'm trying to
exactly.
get him in a boss mindset instead of an employee mindset, and also to be able to get into that college to learn to do something that he loves. So
Yeah.
he's he may not get it till he's 21, but right now he's 18. He's he haven't figured out because I know when I was 14, my mom had me paying light bill, gas bill, even though I didn't have a job. I mean, I had a little
Mhm,
summer job, but I
mhm,
used the money that mom gave me to go pay bills because mom went back to school, and I think it was back in 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. So those are the time I had to be responsible. So that's why I guess that's why I am the way I am now because my mom put me in that position. I had to take care of the family,
mhm.
make sure everybody was good. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's a case by case when it comes to your children because you know their maturity, levels.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, even with my son, he lives with his father, and he's 23, but he's doing pretty good. But I still think, saying for a man, he got to be a young boy. He needs to be around his father and about males because there was a point that I couldn't teach him how to be a male. I can teach him to be a good citizen, to be, respectful and all the jazz. And, I think I
Yep.
started him watching his own clothes when he was about, what, 11, 12. I'm not really sure the age. And he was looking
Mm-hmm.
like me because I had two older daughters before him. So he was so
Mm-hmm.
used to them doing everything. I was like, no, you. I said, because you're going to learn how to do your own laundry. I taught him how to cook. So he,
Mm-hmm.
he may not want to, but he knows how
Mm-hmm.
to. And
Yeah.
then next role is like how to conduct yourself and how to deal with your anger and things that I think it started to where it needs a male role model to kind of more step in because as he started to get older, it was just like, he was respecting me to a degree, but he started keeping things from me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it is what it is because he's a male. He's processing things, so you're
Hmm.
teaching from a woman's perspective, a woman
Correct.
aspect of things. But a father, we like, hey, you need to get out there, do this. This is what you need to do, and we learn by experience on the job training. We learn by making mistakes because we had to test the theory. You have your theory, mom. You have your theory, dad. Let me see.
Hmm.
So they're and I tell my kids, you're entitled to your mistakes. The only thing I ask you to do is learn from your mistakes. If anything from your mistakes, do not allow that mistake to hinder your process of learning and the process of moving forward. Because you got to be able to take something from it, good and bad from it. Those I forgot the terminology for my project management training. You got to have notes of what happened when it was good, what happened when it was bad. So that way you'll know what and what not to do,
Hmm.
or you'll know the outcome. Success leave clues. Follow the person that's
Hmm.
successful in,
Good.
in what you're trying to do. Study them.
Hmm.
Study their failures. They're going to tell you their failures. You can learn from other people's failures, and that's why I always tell people listen and watch because people words and action are different. So and always be a student. You know,
Yeah.
and no matter if you got a degree or this and that, you still got to be a student to life. Book smart can get you a job. Common sense common sense can sustain you too. So
Definitely sustainability. That's where it's at.
because I know a lot of people got degrees, but ain't got common sense and constantly making mistakes all the time because they're focused on books. Ain't nothing wrong with education. I don't attend the 4 universities myself, but I like that street mentality, not street mentality, that street wisdom is the best wisdom.
Life skills, wisdom. Yeah,
Life
life
skills,
skills. Yeah, like a
yes,
lot of people. Yeah. And I mean, we should always strive to learn, but definitely to get back to like 18 years old, I'm not sure they got all of that to be going out in the
yeah,
street.
yeah.
Well, Mario said I was out at 17 and I haven't been back.
Okay.
Let's see. But he said at the age 22 he had it together. So it
Okay.
took him about 5 years after he initially left to
Mm-hmm.
kind of get grips and be responsible not only just for him but also for others.
Mm.
Let's see. EJ said I've seen a lot of parents preach without being a role model, and that's backwards.
That
He
is
said,
true too.
hold on, let me come back. I would never do that to my babies, man. I try to lead by example instead of fear. My kids understand not only that they need to be successful, but the actual meaning and how to get there. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Mhm. Facts.
sometimes as
Facts.
parents, we'll ask them, what you, when you grow up, what you want to be? Well, Daddy, I
Yeah.
want to be a lawyer. Well, okay, when you get that information, you should take that and if
Hey,
there's any summer
hey,
camps where they can learn how to debate or I mean like
Mhm.
hold on. Hey, cool. Let me ask you this. Hold on.
mhm.
Before I lose track. Um, you ask a kid what they want to be when they grow up. What if you get this? I don't know.
You get that a lot.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
no,
That's
no, no, no.
that's
At the
no no
age of
no.
18, at the age of 17, 18, that's
Now
not
see, that's
time.
too late. That's too
Yeah.
late.
Okay. What I
Really?
mean, what
That's
do
too
you do?
late.
How do you
You
respond?
I
people
don't
gotta
know if
understand.
necessary it's too late, but they should have some idea, some things they might be
No,
interested
no,
in.
no,
You
no.
can't have nothing, no clue.
That's too late for you to be asking them what they want to
Oh,
do.
of course. Of course.
You as a
N-
parent, if they're
No,
17 and the first time you ask them what you want to do when you grow up, what are you about to do with your
mm,
life?
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No,
way too late.
let's say, for
Oh,
example,
okay.
that's not the first time you've been asking them since they started, middle school or ninth grade, eighth grade. You know what I mean? You've been asking them that. So now senior year rolls around. You figured out what you want to do. All right.
Well,
Well,
I
what's your
mean,
plan? You know, I know
And
my,
and
my son know
also,
what he want to do, but he just don't know how to do the research and stuff. So I like, man, Google is your friend. You look up how to play Call of Duty. You look up how to play these different games. Look up how to find a school
no, that's
that's your
passing
plan.
out the
sometimes you got to
responsibility.
direct
I
them.
think I think
No,
with
these
with
kids are smart. I mean, I'm
hold
there for
on,
direction.
Smart, but
greater
Go ahead,
again,
boy.
again. We talking about an age where, and I mean, even with this 15-year-old that went off with Shrek, that kind of tells you that
mm,
yeah, they
Yeah,
smart, but they're not guided, if you will.
mm,
yeah.
Um, good morning, Amber Lyons. She I
good
don't know what,
morning.
what what she put up, but it
Hey,
did. She must
We
have hit
would
me
like
at
her.
some point in time. Thank you.
hey,
Thank you
Amber,
for
how you
checking
Good
in.
doing?
morning. She
Um,
deals a lot
You
with the youth, so we would love to hear what
shut
she has
up.
to say on this topic. We're
well,
talking about. Go ahead, tell her, Cooley.
okay, but yeah, so we're talking about revisiting the age that a child may be shown the door. But however, we're kind of trying to figure out the parents' responsibility that leads up to that. And if I mean, because I mean, when you look at it, our society is the only culture in the world that has okay, 18, that's it. Usually is if you get married, or if you don't get married, there's a lot of cultures around the world where the child will stay in the home, until whatever, whatever reason, you know what I'm saying. But there's no 18 and you understand you get out. 18, you go to college, you get out. 18, you go to the military, get out. 18, you figure this out, you're gone. Um, so yeah, we so we had asked earlier, at what time, at what age did you think that you finally understood what being an adult was? Because a lot of us left early, but we didn't get a real good hang of it. We were probably surviving, but I tell you, it was 27 for me. Maybe a little bit earlier, but 27 is, I definitely know, like I was handling business by the end.
All right.
So
I
you
want to
know,
change the question though. What's the expected time you think a kid should grab it? You should well, you got 5 to 10 years because it takes you 10 years to actually master something. So what I mean, how much time you think a child should have to figure things out, as far as being an adult?
well,
You know,
my question to that would be, what's the rush in getting them out? Or are you trying to attract new people to make new babies? What's the rush on getting them out? What's that?
You want
have
them
a
prepared. You want them
cut down on
prepared.
the grocery bills. Look,
You can
how grandma
continue.
said. Grandma said electricity.
Okay.
Uh, the grocery bill, electricity, and
Hmm.
gas, running them all over town. They got to be responsible for their own transportation, getting to and from. My mom said, "I'm not," and buying them clothes. My mom told me at 15 years old, "I'm not buying you no shoes. You're gonna get your job. You're gonna buy your own shoes. You're gonna wash your own clothes. I'm not cleaning up behind you. You're gonna clean my house. You're gonna be in at a certain time. If you can't do those things, get out. You gotta leave."
Yeah.
So, man,
I
And we got
mean,
Okay, but and I mean, and I'm quite sure, I got well, I didn't get that same. I didn't get that speech.
no,
I
I
was cutting grass. I was trying mad because I ain't never had no name brand till my older sister bought it for me. Then I bought it for me after. Yeah, understand what I'm saying? So like, I was eager to go in here and get that process on. But again, you're legally able to work at, let's say 15 if you got a worker's permit,
Mhm.
16. However, your hours are, I mean, you're not getting 40 hours a week because, of course, you still got to juggle schooling, or if you dropped out, that's a different story. However, like you said, 5 years to master. When you're 16, you ain't getting paid no big money.
oh no, no.
Not
You
at
know what
all.
I'm
Not
saying?
to
You're
compare
not.
yourself.
You're
It's
not.
almost like an apprenticeship.
And the little money that you get, every child when they start working a job, oh, now I got to go buy this. I got to buy. They're not financially smart. So okay, 16, 17, 18, really 2 years. At 18, how much have they grasped this whole? Okay,
Not much.
right. Now let's say the child can start working at 11. Okay, by 13 you may have a bill, by 15 you may have a few bills that you're taking care of and you need to be responsible for, uh blah blah blah. Nothing gets cut off, this then third. There may be small bills, whatever the case may be, but have them already in the pattern. Okay, I got to allocate this money for this before I do this. I got to pay myself. You know what I'm saying? Like uh, 16 to 18, that's a real quick jump to
I
to
know.
to know everything.
Boy,
Yeah,
crash
and we
course.
have adults who still to this day can't handle finances. So how are
Mhm.
we going to put that on a child at such a young age? It's a process. So I think each child is different. So long as you basically preparing them, like I said, I started with teaching them each how to do their own laundry at a certain age. I didn't start at 5, 6, or whatever, but it was around middle school. You get them to start picking up their clothes and toys at young age to keep their room tidy. You know what I'm saying? And you do increments. So it's just stages. It's like you do an infant, from the bottle, hold your bottle at 5 months or whatever. It's just a process, teaching them how to eat for themselves because you want to get the child to be independent. But it's a
Hmm.
process also depending on the child. Now, my special need child, it's a longer process, you
Yeah.
know. And Grady did have a pleasure meeting Aaliyah this past weekend, and we'll talk about some of that a little later. But each child is different. My oldest daughter, she ran off to college. I didn't have to push her. She already knew what. And so some kids are just like that. She knew she wanted to take marketing. She already researched the 2 schools. She wanted to go to HBCU. She was on it. And some kids you really got to push, and like you said, set the example. But also you have to, as a child growing, to take them out and let them experience things so they know there are choices. Some kids are just in a little box. They don't even know there's a big old world out there and the different choices that they can do.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then
Well,
can y'all hear me?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. And also, it's part of the family, the parents' responsibility to show the kids there is something more than your neighborhood, more than your county. Um, like I said earlier, sometimes I feel as me myself, I didn't get a chance to give that to my kids, even though we travel a lot. But my oldest son, he kind of missed out because his mom had him with him. But my younger son, he got to go to travel to Florida, to Texas with us, Alabama, Mississippi, to all these different states. Hopefully, we get to go to Ohio this year. But just it's our job as parents to show them, hey, it's more than our area. Because I was talking to one of my boys, shout out to VIP. He said, man, he met some people that never left Lithonia, Georgia, that
Really?
never left Lithonia. They didn't go to the city of Atlanta. They say
Really?
dude say he was born and raised in Atlanta, don't know the whole city. Yeah.
Wow.
Matter of
That's
fact, when I was living in
These
Texas, I
cats
had a
that ain't never
partner.
left Campbellton Road.
for real.
Exactly. Yes.
Man,
They go more than just travel.
all they know is hood restaurants. All they
Aw.
like,
On my
man.
block.
We won't get into that.
Yeah.
Amber said it varies per child. They do not have the same capacity or maturity. No, yo, child. And I think that's a good place to end this conversation here. To know your child, because
Yes.
I hear a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
parents when they talk about they pre-20s children talking about, oh, they doing this dumb, they doing this, they ain't doing that. she about to mess up her credit and this, that, and that. Like, okay, you can see that from afar, but did you go down low to teach them? That's all I'm saying. And if you
Exactly.
didn't, maybe you should, hold off on that bow that you're pulling off before you shoot them off into the wilderness. You did.
Mhm.
But you know your child. If you know your child gonna be all right,
Yeah.
let them do it.
You got to trust them.
But
Allow them to make the mistakes. Don't try to protect them. Let them
right,
fall. They got to get their own scratches.
right, right,
But
right,
Definitely.
right,
just say, hey, be there to encourage them. Hey, it's okay. All right. Reflect on what you did. Just reflect on how you can do better. Because life is a business. You got to carry it as a business. Uh, and we got to teach them. That's how I've been teaching my daughter, um, and my son, my youngest son, I've been teaching them that. But I think the girls grasp a lot faster than the boys. But yeah, we
It
got some.
depends, but yes, I
Yeah.
agree. And like I took my son to open up a bank account, and are they gonna be perfect? And because they don't be caring about stuff unless you show them. Because I mean, literally, I had a girlfriend said that her son didn't have no. I mean, they just not gonna know. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Oh, I'm supposed to have a checking and savings account. Oh, I'm supposed to, like certain things, like get your driver's license. You need ID. You can't be walking around here without no identification. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a
I
bank
mean you
account.
can, but
You gotta have a job. When you get your paycheck, most of the things are being direct deposit. You don't want to be going to a check cashing place to do get your money. No
Mm-hmm.
one does
right,
really
right.
keep the checks too much no more.
Well,
It's just good.
I
Right.
mean, again, it's the parents' responsibility. But we're coming
Mhm.
down to the last 4 minutes of the show.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
uh, uh, Felicia, you said you had something that you wanted to give to the people.
Yes, yes. I had an amazing weekend, and as we spent it with our boy,
Yeah.
DJ Grady Baby, at an awesome event. It was the Community Care Day, from Culturally
Creative.
Creative
Yes.
Legacy. They had presented a day of fun. They had like a health fair. It was all of that. You can have, I'm sorry, health screening. And one of the wonderful vendors that I met there was what was it? It's called May Dix LLC, and
Uh-huh.
they actually gifted me a
Oh, no, no.
self-care pack.
Oh,
My pressure was high, I might say, so we'll talk about keeping your health. I was surprised. It was 150 over one something was not good.
right.
I have to say it's down. But
Mhm.
I did tell her that we would shout her out on the show,
Yes,
and that I
thank
would
you.
reveal real quick what's in this self-care. All right. Um, you got your hydrate yourself, and I don't know if y'all can see that hydrate yourself cup.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know I don't have time to
Uh-oh.
show everything,
One sec, one
but they
sec.
got
Hold on, hold
Grady.
on.
They got
Okay.
Grady.
There you go. There you go.
And then you have a journal, and she says stress kills. So she
Yes.
has a journal for that focus on the good, so you can write that out. They have some relaxing, energized tea. There's some herbal tea. She have a sleep eye care thing on there, so I guess you can rest at night. Um, what is this? Oh, this is some Epsom salt for you to relax, and it has ancient minerals and stuff like that. So I mean, it has some beautiful things. She even has a candle, so I guess you can set the mood like a spa situation, and so many others. Because I want to mention some other things. So it says stress relief and self-care, and then on there it says pleasant experience. So it's some beautiful kit with tons of things that I would recommend. She sells it for $24,
Oh
and so
wow.
that's a great price, and I'm so thankful that she gifted that to us, and we will have her on the show. She is a registered nurse, and she goes by DD because I did speak to her, and she said if anyone interested, they can call her at 404-518-4446. Okay, I'll make sure I say 400 40.
404.
Lord have mercy, forgive me. 404-518-4660. Or you can DM her at May Dix, that's MAYDIX 21 on IG, and Facebook is just May Dix. But
Okay.
great event. Yeah, don't laugh at me. So I
Oh
can make
no.
mistakes. I'm
Go
human.
ahead. I'm sorry.
And then also, and DJ Grady Baby, he was phenomenal DJing on the ones and twos there, I might add. And there was also great other vendors that we will talk
Yes.
about in the next show. But I do, before I let you guys go, talk about Aim High Solutions 1010 brunch that's one of our great also people who tune in with us, Demetria Winters and her daughter
Yes.
Rachel. That's their baby. And they had that event that celebrated mothers and mental health.
Health,
And Vera
yes.
Thomas was one of the panelists there. So we're going to give a shout out to Vera Thomas
Shout out to
as
Vera.
well.
Yeah.
And that
Shout out.
happened on Sunday. So I had a fun-filled weekend.
Yes.
That brunch was on point. It was delicious. They had a black caterer there. When I tell you delicious, they made omelets fresh. The topic was just phenomenal. And it's all about self-care. So it was a self-care weekend. I can say not
Yeah,
bad.
very good.
Yeah,
And you
hydration.
know what? Too also be like, I want to thank you coming out, hanging out with me, because
Yeah.
I was so focused on the music and the sound and this heat, fighting the heat and everything. But you reminded me, like, mention the show, mention the show. So
Yes, I
I want
did.
to thank
Yeah, I
everybody
did.
who came up. I appreciate it because I'm so one track minded. I didn't even get a chance to count how many vendors was uh,
Yes.
in attendance, and it was like from one end of the warehouse, circle around and come back down. It was an outdoor event. It was a great event. The kids, we did a TikTok dance for the kids.
Yes.
We gave they gave away what was that a I can say the name, Chick-fil-A gift cards, and it,
Awesome.
it was really a great nice event. I just wish I could have went out and shook
You're doing your
each
job.
vendor hand. But next time we do something like that,
I did it
I'm
for you.
definitely
That's what
going
we
to
did.
demand that the vendors come. Hey, come to the DJ booth. Come
Look,
talk
and
to
we
the
got to
DJ.
shout out Sir Markadu because he gave the location for
Yes,
that event. So we got to give a shout out to
yes,
Heavenly Body Products, Sir
Sir
Markadu. So
Markadu.
definitely
Yes, can't
appreciate
forget for Sir Markadu.
it. Yes.
The man himself. We're going to have Sir Markadu on the show.
Yes.
Interview him. Just saving this interview for the right time in the right moment. And man, Sir Markadu, shout out to you. That's OG right there. He,
Yes, definitely. And there's going to be a couple of other events because I'm a part of a wonderful organization, World Woman Conference and Awards. So we got to mention. So Amber, one of our very frequent viewers, we got to support all of our wonderful events. And so we'll be having her on there as well when she has her next event. So we just want to celebrate everyone who's supporting our children, our kids out there, and supporting just better health. So self-health, mental health month, I believe 10/10, that's why Demetria did that. That was that national or monthly, whatever day for mental health. So, with this pandemic, there's been a really push for self-care.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
awesome.
I, well, Amber Lion said, "Girl, I love me a good old aromatherapy bath soap with my lit candles and music playing does wonders for helping to detox the
Yes.
body." She said, "Lavender and chamomile is also
Oh,
my favorite bath soap."
yes, yes.
Uh, and I just want to say, in closing the show, ladies and gentlemen, please wash your behinds. Please wash your behinds. Do not forget to wash your asses, please.
I knew this
Uh,
was coming. I knew
Okay.
this was coming.
hey, when the pandemic started, you know what? Hand sanitizer was gone, hand soap was gone, but body wash and soap remained. I just want to make sure that when y'all go out, because toilet tissue is starting to come up missing again, please wash. Yeah, we in this whole thing because people wasn't washing down. Counters have probably ain't been Clorox down for God knows the ages. But please wash it worse. You know how them old folks wash ass,
Wash, rinse.
Uh,
wash, rinse, repeat.
okay, we're going to
And
also
every
shout
now and
out
then,
Shawnee
sit down
D.
in a puddle of water. Sit down in a
Listen,
puddle of water and
listen.
take a bath. Yes.
Okay. Love you,
Mm.
love you. And that's funny and that's true. But we also don't want to forget the culturally creative legacy LLCs with Shawnee D. So we want to make sure that,
Yeah.
that she was the one that put that
And
in.
Brianna,
And
Shani and
Brianna, yes.
Brianna. Yes.
Shannon Barbaro.
And thank you
Absolutely.
guys for
Thank you.
everything. Go
We
ahead, Jay.
got one last announcement. Saturday, October 23rd at 11 a.m. The World Women's Conference, Young Leaders Club Domestic Violence presents an engaging conversation about the myths of domestic violence. I hope they talk about men getting beat because men don't tell.
Yeah. Oh,
Also,
men be getting beat up. Women be getting mad and slap them. Yeah.
anyway,
I'm sorry. I had a flashback.
register to
Sorry.
join us virtually. And with that being said,
Yes.
we hope
Thank you
everybody
for that.
remember each one, reach one,
Each
each
one
one
teach
teach
one.
one. Wherever you go, let somebody know something. Let them
Yeah.
know something good.
Be
Sharing
safe.
is caring.
Grady, you got something for the people?
No, just be smart. Be safe. We love you guys. Each one, like you said, you already said it. Cooley.
Well, cue the
Amber,
music.
send us the link. Oh, kidding me. I'm sorry. I didn't know we're doing benediction. I mean, I heard we're doing benediction.
Got another one.
My brain had
last one, October 25th at 7 p.m. from Pain to Purpose Incorporation in collaboration with World Women Conference of Atlanta chapter presents a second annual virtual prayer vigil when advocates pray. These are the church announcements, ladies and gentlemen. Please govern yourselves accordingly. Amen. Hallelujah. Yes. And thank you. We're gonna get out here. It's Friday Eve. You better remember that it's Friday Eve. Y'all better act like it, man. You got one more day. You about to survive this thing. Do the thing. Keep doing it big.
Yeah. Don't live your best life. We love you guys. We out here.
A lot of y'all thirsty. Y'all don't even know it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, y'all. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to order me a kit so I can give it to somebody.
Yes, definitely.
Matter of fact, I got to contact her. Send me the information. I'm going to donate
some
kits to some people. And also get y'all pictures at G-Card, Gary Keith. Hey, I'm ready for my photo shoot, big dog.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm about ready now. G-Card, I'm going shopping. I'm
ready. Ready.
Let's go, y'all. We out here.
Greater dance. The greater dance.